What's going on, guys? Patrick here, and I'm going to be starting my new series today. I've decided to call it Parallel Universes because I'm going to be going around into everyone's Springfield and taking a look at what they've done with the place, things I like, things that I would give you some tips maybe to improve or what I would change. But I think it's going to be a really cool series. I'm glad you guys are on board with it too. I've gotten a lot of support on the last video. A lot of you guys were sending me your origin names and saying, hey, this is a great idea, you should totally look at my town, and that's really awesome. So I'm going to try and do a bunch of these things so that I can try and fit in the most people that I can in these towns, in these town videos, because I would love to showcase as many Springfields as possible so that everyone can see what everyone else has done with theirs. And so, without further ado, we're just going to kick off this first episode. I selected a comment at random in my other video, and the town that we're going to be looking at is caroldamelio over here. So, totally just picked one at random, and that name popped out. I'm going to try and keep these videos pretty short, but, okay. Okay. Well, I can't click that, which is great because I have no more friend actions today, but we're going to try and keep this video short, maybe 5 to 10 minutes. I'm really going to just go through the whole town, take a look at what works, and what a couple of things that need to be changed, because I don't want to make these videos too long. I'll be honest, I recorded first version of this video just before I'm doing this one, and it took me about half an hour, which is a little too long for what I want to do with this video. I really want to keep it short so you guys can really see the most possible, and it makes it a lot easier for me to upload these, because 30-minute videos, that's just a lot of work. So anyways, without further ado, let's kick things off here. We're starting with the residential area here, fenced off nicely. Little details like the swings, the trees, the benches. I think it looks really good, so I would not change a thing about that. Coming up here, we have a nice big lake, and behind it we have the Springfield Penitentiary, which is always good to have it sectioned off, or like really secluded from your residential and your commercial areas, because no one really wants to have a jail in their backyard, right? It's never fun. Same thing for the power plant. It's really far away from civilized people, from the citizens of Springfield, because who wants a power plant in their backyard, really? So really good putting that all the way over here. Down here we have the town hall. I like what's been done here with the bell in front, the trees on the side. Just creating this sense of importance, and the Jebediah statue here with like this little park area. I think it looks really good. This area on the side too, it just makes this whole area look really formal, which is what you want in your town hall area. It's got to look important because all the big decisions are being made here. So really nice. Over here we have a park area. A lot of cool elements in this park, but I think the one thing that it needs is maybe a little sense of direction. So maybe add a path from one end to the other, put some stalls on the side, put statues in the middle. That's perfect. Add some benches around here. Definitely put some trees and some flowers. Just make your park really come alive. Down here, school district. Same thing with the back here. There's a lot of elements in back. Just need to be placed a little differently, or a little more. It needs to look a little more organized, and not just like a bunch of things were just put in the yard. Over here, really cool drive-in theater. I like what's been done here, using the zirconia, or the diamond, on screen. Perfect, like that's the movie that's showing. Or over here with the parking meters, that's perfect. That looks really good. Over here we have a bunch of shops and restaurants and stuff, and I think the one thing that I've noticed about this town a lot of is there needs to be a little more detail around these shops, like just adding, maybe like moving the shops back a bit, putting some flowers in front, some trees, some lights, some benches, maybe just making the front of the shops come alive, because right now there's a lot of parking lots, a lot of shops, but not much else around it. So just adding a lot more detail to that would be a great idea. And the perfect example is this little restaurant area here. How there's the bonsai trees on the side, the parking off to the right here, and the fountain in the middle. It looks perfect. It's simple, but it works, and that's a lot of the A lot of the time in Tapped Out, that's all you need. It's just a very simple but effective design, and it just makes it look so good in the end. Over here, more restaurants here. I think I might swap this picket fence out here for some shrubs or hedges or something, just to make this look a little more welcoming, because it's a restaurant, people are going to be eating in back, so they want to feel welcomed in when they're eating their food. Some more stuff up here, some more buildings and things. Same comments as I said before, just need a little more detail. Over here, there's the hospital. Hospital looks really good. Bloodmobile, flowers, trees, it looks perfect. Over here, we have the Department of Motor Vehicles with a little test drive area, which is cool. The little the wall, the cones and everything just makes it look like drivers are gonna have to come through here and either take their exam or practice and whatnot. And that's the detail that you want with a building. You want to have the appropriate detail for the appropriate building, and this is a great example of that happening right here. More things down here. Let's go to the Powwow Casino. That looks really cool with the sign, whatnot. Surrounded by the flowers. That's the detail you need. Not too sure what's going on with the yard over here. Might want to add a little more detail there instead of just the two solitary tables and chairs, because they look a little out of place right now. Maybe just lacking a little bit of detail back here. Otherwise, the church and the Buddhist temple, really nice statue and all the elements surrounding it. I quite like that a lot. I think that's really cool. Should definitely use that in a lot of designs. Cracker Factory over here. The Sprawl Mart and the skating rink. So those are two of the buildings I really like in this Springfield, or how they're placed, because how they're sectioned here with the parking spaces, how these elements around here, like the stand, the food stand, the phone booth, the newspaper stand, and everything, just holds the building together and the whole area together. I think it looks really good with the light posts and whatnot. And over here, the red brick from these walls complements the red brick from the skating rink perfectly. So really good designing there. And these, I'll be honest, these walls are very hard to place in areas that they look good. And right here with the skating rink, I think they just look really good. So props to you for doing that. That looks really good. Over here, a lot of buildings, same comments as usual, just adding a lot more detail there. I think would be the only thing that we need. And over here, stadiums, they look really cool. Big open parking areas. The food trucks outside, just making it look really big and imposing is really what you want from these stadiums. So good job there. A lot more buildings over here, same comments I've made before. The Springfield Fire Department, that looks really cool. Definitely like your design there. A lot of things going on over here. Camp Krusty is nice and secluded, as if it was in a forest area. That's perfect. That works really well. Down here, I do enjoy the Golden Mansion. I like how everything just looks really wealthy and whatnot over here. Got the money pool and the golden walls, golden brick wall. I think that looks really cool. We got a bunch of mansions around here. There's some over here. They're very well sectioned off. I think the mansions I like most are around here, especially Burns Manor has to be probably my favorite in this town. Just the way it's, there's this big, driveway up. There's the flowers on the side. There's the fruit bat signal here, which is pretty funny. The fountain. This looks really good. So just keeping this formula for all your mansions, I think would work really good. Got a strip over here, which is always hard to make because we don't really have a lot of just basic planes, but using all the flying vehicles that you have, or the up and buffet, is always a great idea for that. So more mansions down here. Looks really cool. Shrink slab is over here. I may change that area maybe put it in a different area, because right now it seems to be surrounded by apartments and mansions and stuff, and I don't know if some crazy scientist doing his experiments around here is always the best idea to have. So you may want to put that out where there's like the forest region, or in a more secluded area. That might be a better idea. Other things that I liked a lot were the studio looks really cool. Putting all, like, I guess these are like all the props in back for the movies and the TV shows behind the studio. It's always nice to build upon these buildings here, like putting more stuff behind it as if there was a studio lot behind the actual studios. These factories look really cool, especially the Duff factory. I love how it spells Duff in front with the small hedges and everything. That's really, really cool. That's the detail you want out of your buildings. What else do we have over here? We have the Wild West town over here. Looks really good. All the elements are where they should be, because all the rock formations and whatnot. Hey, looks really cool. Big fountain. I'll get to that later. Some more houses. There seems to be a lot of buildings down here that are kind of just here, so just finding the right place for each building is always crucial to having a really nice Springfield. And we can see that around here there's a lot of buildings that have more like flowers in back or shrubs around it, and that's really good. That's the kind of stuff that you want out of your buildings. Excuse me. It's kind of decorations that you want around your building that really make it look nice and really make it pop out. So that's really good. You want to export that to a lot of your other stuff. The one other thing let's take a look at is the squid port. Squid port looks really, really cool. I really enjoy it. The fountains, the benches, the little lampposts, and all the stalls. It looks like a cool squid port, where you'd want to spend a day just walking around and seeing all the different things. So maybe bring all those fountains over here. Do the same thing there, do the same thing over here. I think it would look really good. So, actually, even this side has the shrubs and the bench and the lights. So, even this side of Squidport looks really, really nice. Keep that formula, those details. It's what gives the Squidport character. And the one other thing I think is, I see you have a lot of the casino areas and a lot of land up here. So you could always just extend the strip down here and just make a big casino area. And what you want with the casino area, I guess, is a lot of lights, a lot of flashing things. Really needs to pop out to the people who are looking at it. So signs, a couple of trees, a lot of fountains, and just things that'll make people go, wow, that just stands out. So in general, I'll finish this episode off with an in general kind of thing. What I do like a lot about this town is a lot of the things are well placed. There's areas, there's the residential areas, the restaurants, there's the school districts, the parks are together. The stuff like the jail or the prison are really left to the side, because you don't want those in right smack dab in the middle of your town, because otherwise citizens might get worried, or it just doesn't fit there. So a lot of the buildings are placed in very strategic areas and very good areas, so that they fit very well in what an actual city would look like. And now from there, I think a lot of the buildings, you just need to start adding more detail, putting trees around it, putting some benches, adding some entrances to the more prestigious buildings for the nicer restaurants. Just really got to add a lot of detail. There's a lot of decorations that you can use. Just again, putting trees, just putting some newspaper stands and some telephone booths is just one way to already add character, like I said, with the restaurant area that was down there. So a lot of cool stuff in this city. A couple of things that you can always work on, and that's pretty much going to do it for this first episode. I've had time to look at a lot of things that I liked, a couple of things that I would change. I hope this has been really helpful. Let me know what you guys think of the formula, things I should change about the series, things that are working really well. I just, it's still a work in progress, so it's not perfect, and I really need you guys' feedback to let me know how to improve on these videos to make them the best as possible. And so if you want to be featured in the next episode, be sure to leave your origin name in the comments. If I haven't had you, if I don't have you as a friend already, I'll add you, and we'll take a look at your town. And like I said, I want to keep these videos, not too long, so I can do as many as possible. But anyways, I hope that you guys really, really enjoyed this series, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.